Ancient astronauts. Another mystery to which modern archaeology has no answer. Or does it? Hey folks, greetings and welcome to the Realm of Secrets channel. You know, if something looks like a dog, walks like a dog, and sounds like a dog, then obviously it must be a giraffe, right? At least, that's the logic of modern archaeology. And honestly, modern archaeology is a mystery of its own. Yes, many mysteries lie buried deep beneath the earth, and from time to time, they rise to the surface. In our series, Who Were They?, we've already touched on two such enigmas. But today, we dive into one of the greatest of them all, the mystery of ancient astronauts, reported across cultures all over the world. This is a theme popularized by Erich von Däniken and Zecharia Sitchin, the idea that intelligent beings of extraterrestrial origin visited Earth in the distant past, founded the first civilizations, introduced advanced technologies, and forever changed the course of human history. In general, I'm not opposed to the idea, but personally I lean more toward a different possibility, that in the distant past, there may have been advanced human civilizations that were wiped out either by natural catastrophes or devastating wars. Perhaps we are their descendants living in the shadow of their forgotten legacy, slowly rediscovering fragments of ancient knowledge over the past few centuries. How do we explain humanity's sudden technological leap after the Second World War? In just the last 100 years, we've advanced more than in the previous 6,000 years of what modern archaeology calls civilization. What triggered this explosive growth, and could ancient knowledge or influence have played a role? Is there a mystery behind this great leap of humanity? And can we attribute it to the rediscovery of ancient knowledge that is hidden from the public eye? It's well known that before and during the Second World War, the Nazis sent scientific expeditions across the globe in search of ancient knowledge and lost technologies, and I'm working on a fascinating video about this very topic. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button now, and don't miss out on this incredible story. Back to the topic. Did the Nazis succeed in their quest? Perhaps they did. But after their defeat, it appears that both the Russians and the Americans got their hands on this secret knowledge. Look at these paintings, created in the 16th century and found in a monastery in Kosovo. What do the objects in these images look like to you? Theologians and scientists say they represent the soul's journey from one world to another. Okay, let's say that explanation makes sense. But what do you say about this? Across all continents, among ancient civilizations that modern archaeology claims had no contact with one another, we find strikingly similar depictions. Ancient people shown in strange outfits, riding unusual machines and flying devices that closely resemble our modern technology. Coincidence? I don't think so. One of the oldest examples is right here, an engraving from northern Italy, found in caves and dated to 10,000 years ago. Most carvings in that cave show animals and humans, but a few depict a strange figure wearing a helmet and holding tools of unknown purpose. Or take this case from Egypt, the Abydos slab. It clearly shows what appear to be ancient vehicles and aircraft. And one image in particular stands out, a shape that 99% of people would instantly recognize as a helicopter. Then there's Kiev, where a strange figure wearing what looks like a helmet and futuristic attire was reportedly discovered in a frozen grave, supposedly dating back to around 2700 BC. According to modern archaeology, it's simply an idol, a representation of mythological gods. But to others, it looks like something far more advanced and far more mysterious. In the Istanbul Museum, there's a sculpture that unmistakably resembles a man in a suit, sitting in the cockpit of some kind of aircraft. You can even see what appear to be carved rocket thrusters on the back, details that look strikingly similar to modern technology. Again, coincidence? Or are we seeing remnants of something far older and far more advanced than we're told? Here's another one of the many mysterious archaeological finds. This one from India. Discovered in a cave and dated to nearly 10,000 years ago, the artwork shows figures that are clearly not human. Even more strange is that the same cave features drawings of giraffes and kangaroos, animals that have no connection to India whatsoever. Now let's head all the way to Japan, where archaeologists uncovered strange figurines that appear to be wearing suits and helmets, almost like some kind of ancient space gear. Hundreds upon hundreds of discoveries have been made around the world, yet modern archaeology simply waves them off, dismissing them as mythology or symbolic depictions of fictional gods. What did the Aboriginal people of Australia see that inspired them to create such unusual depictions? Drawings like these, and countless others across Africa, are nothing new, but they raise serious questions. You have to understand, people from the Stone Age didn't draw for fun. They painted what they saw on caves and rock walls, usually animals, daily life, and natural events. So, what exactly are we looking at here? I'm going to show you just a few of these fascinating images now. So sit back and enjoy. And what do you say to all this? Coincidence? Hardly. Hardly, folks. One or two cases, maybe, even three, sure. But hundreds of them, spread across thousands of years and across every continent? I don't think so. Real human history is being systematically concealed. For a long time, I believed scientists just didn't have the answers, so they filled in the blanks. But now, I'm almost certain we're being deliberately shown a distorted version of our past. Of course, I could be wrong, but there's just too much evidence out there that suggests otherwise. And with this video, we've only scratched the surface of the ancient artifacts and mysteries that continue to emerge, like the case of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey. An ancient temple, over 10,000 years old, with an unknown purpose. Finally, and almost miraculously, acknowledged by modern scientists. But here's the problem. Those same scientists still insist that the Sumerians, who lived 6,000 years ago, were the first true civilization. That leaves a massive 4,000-year gap they can't explain, a gap that just doesn't add up. And if discoveries like this are being misrepresented, ignored, or dismissed, one has to wonder, what else is being kept from us? How many artifacts, documents, or ancient sites lie buried in private collections, locked away in research labs, or classified by governments? Are we only seeing a carefully edited version of our history, one that fits neatly within a narrative we're allowed to believe? The deeper you dig, the more it feels like we're just scratching the surface of something far bigger, older, and more advanced than we've ever been told. Whether it's lost civilizations, mysterious objects, or ancient knowledge that doesn't quite fit the timeline, we'll talk about it, because someone has to. And who knows? Maybe together, we'll start to put the puzzle back together, one secret at a time. We'll talk about all of it, not because we claim to know the full truth, but because someone has to ask the questions. Someone has to challenge the narrative, to keep searching, to stay curious, and maybe, just maybe, if we keep connecting the dots, we'll start to see the bigger picture. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoy topics like this and want to see more videos like it, please support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. I know I've only just scratched the surface, and there's so much more to explore. We're just getting started with hundreds of stories waiting to be told. Because the truth is out there, somewhere around us. This is the Realm of Secrets channel. Best regards, and see you in the next video.